Hey fan family, this is Kaylin, known as Professor Cygnus, aka Mrs. Cygnus. And in this episode, I will be going over my Sacred Reality songs. In my Sacred Reality song album part 1, I went through about 14 of my songs. I will be trying to go through as many of my songs as I can because I did not even get halfway through my songbook. These songs have developed over the many years, and I pray that this helps to inspire others. Tell me what you think in the comments. This one is called Rafting River. Do not get caught up in the rafting river of life. Many creatures you cannot see with your sight that may deceive you in your mind. The raft will have you carried away. Have order, management, and structure, and take the time to meditate. The rafting river is filled with arrogance and sin. Chaotic things after, but at first is deceiving. Making sin seem like it is something cool. The rafting river will turn you into a fool and carry you away. Stop. Be consistent, and with the heavens you need to stay. Be careful of who you surround yourself with in your mind. Do not get carried away in the chaotic river of life. Part the waters and find peace. Be like that calm stream and be wise of everything that you decide in these waters of life. And this is my special original song, We Rise Up. We rise up faithfully. We rise up to what we believe. We rise up with the purpose of balancing. We rise up potentially to accomplish the dream. We rise up for the truth. We rise up, my miracles, because I believe in you. And we stand up from the ground, and our answers will be found when we rise up, because we are enough. Rise up for what we believe. Rise up because we have purpose potentially, and one decision is all that it takes to make life a better place. Rise up like the sun in the horizon. Sometimes in life you ask what you wake up for, you know what you have, yet you seem to want more. In difficult times things can knock you down. What motivates you to rise up from being bound? You think of the inspiration of the sights and sounds, yet when you look for potential, the answer is found. Things that are popular can be misguiding at times, or irrelevant things that just preoccupy your mind. Yet is it the answer to the big questions that you find? What is the source of your problem? What are you avoiding to show? Why is your spirit down or your energy seeming low? Time to get to the answer to the questions that you really need to find. Time to rise up from those battles in your mind. As we rise up faithfully, we rise up to what we believe. We rise up with the purpose of balancing. We rise up potentially to accomplish the dream. We rise up for the truth. We rise up, my miracles, because I believe in you. And we stand up from the ground, and our answers will be found when we rise up, because we are enough. Rise up for what we believe. Rise up because we have purpose potentially. And one decision is all that it takes to make life a better place. Rise up like the sun in the horizon. Pray into the heavens that they will open up the opportunity door in those moments that you ask what you wake up for. You wake up for a chance. You wake up to fulfill a purpose. And you know we did not go through all of those things for nothing. We must have order to ourselves and management to life. And then perhaps the heavens will open up our eyes and help us get through those battles in our mind. And make sure to like, share, and subscribe. As we rise up faithfully, we rise up for what we believe. We rise up for the purpose of balancing. We rise up potentially to accomplish the dream. We rise up for the truth. We rise up, my miracles, because I believe in you. And we stand up from the ground, and our answers will be found when we rise up, because we are enough. Rise up in what we believe. Rise up because we have purpose potentially. And one decision is all that it takes to make life a better place. Rise up like the sun in the horizon. Let us see you rise up on this great glorious day of our life, the great day of potential chance and opportunities, the day of change, the day that anything can happen. And this is my special original song, Yesterday's Failure. Humanity suffered in yesterday's time, to which had brung today's success, with every discovery, with every invention. We show thank you. We show a big, very big thank you to the ancestors, to which had suffered in yesterday's time to bring today's success. Yesterday's failure brings today's success. And yesterday we will say that we learned from this. In yesterday's time, that may have been a pain to our mind. In yesterday's time, we may think about the future, praying to the heavens that we'll feel better. In yesterday's time, push through to create the time of you. Yesterday's failure brings today's success. And yesterday we will say that we learned from this. In the future's time we may look back and think of the struggle it took to get through all of that. Yet it brought our strengths in the future of today. Yesterday's failure brings today's success. And yesterday we will say that we learned from this. In this present moment, Look back on that yesterday's moment and give a big thanks to that incredible strength that it took to push through, to create the now and future you, with perseverance and the ways of life, and how all things go align, like the difficult times of development and a revolution in the co-alignments of all dimensions. Think of the time of all time, time of all directions, in the things that it took to push through, to create the now and future you. Yesterday's failure brings today's success, and yesterday we will say that we learned from this. So let us give a big thank you to the humanity that suffered in yesterday's time, to give us the discoveries, the inventions, and the understanding of today's time. And in life, we have to understand that life is like a formation. Intelligence just does not get there. Intelligence is built over time. And that leads to my next song, Sculpture. The understanding of the formation of intelligence. I formed like a sculpture to seek to make life better. Not always did I feel like I would fit in, yet the value is beyond what we can comprehend. Of my life, I was forming like a sculpture so precise, in the details beyond just I. Like a puzzle piece, what would be the result when the formation is complete? All of my life I was forming like a sculpture, yet I did not know what would result and what that would be for me. Discovering my purpose, learning about what my worth is, and embracing all of my talents. Yet perhaps I have more talents to explore. I formed like a sculpture to seek to make life better. Not always did I feel like I would fit in, yet the value is beyond what we can comprehend. Through the form of the sculpt of so much trauma and damages, yet in ways I learned from this, and the stronger my form was created, a masterpiece in the making. Through it all, I remain as this sculpture forming. I formed like a sculpture to make life better. Not always did I feel like I would fit in, yet the value is beyond what we can comprehend. Yet I did not know what would result and what that would be for me. Yet we keep sculpting and evolving as we form like a sculpture. I am only going to sing just a part of my next song. This is called Let Not Ye Heart Become Unspoken. This song is about 20 minutes long, so I'm going to shorten this. Let not ye heart become unspoken, 'cause words can heal the wounds of the broken. If you feel unfulfilled, express to others how you feel. If you feel unnoticed and unrecognized, compared to others you've seen in your life, let not ye heart become unspoken, 'cause words can heal the wounds of the broken. You are noticed and recognized, for I will appreciate you in life. Let not ye heart become unspoken, 'cause words can heal the wounds of the broken. May you feel fulfilled when you express how you feel. This next song I will only sing part of, because this song was made in the moment and again was a song that was about 20 minutes. Usually the songs that I make in the moment is extremely longer than that of the popular time for songs, which usual time for songs is only 2 or 3 minutes, and that's it. And my songs are usually longer than that. And this song is called You Gotta Let That Light Shine. You gotta let that light shine to be the light in the dark, creating who you are. You cannot become the pollutions, you have to be the solutions to let that light shine. Sometimes I felt like I was in the dark, yet I thought of the ones who had inspired and motivated me, and the things that created who they are. I thought of my development in life, and I thought of what created me. And I was thankful for the layers of the heavens who had made me. But I cannot let things downgrade me, because I have to know my potential. And everything I think, say, and do should meet the credential. You gotta let that light shine to be the light to the dark, creating who you are. You cannot become the pollutions, you have to be the solutions, and let that light shine all of the time. And now, for my next song, The Empowerment of Words. Always remember that your words create energies. Those energies impact your many layers and details. Every word left unspoken can heal the wounds of the broken. Love the empowerment of words. We are a blessing and we'd be the ones to tell you first that every word and every action can make a difference, even the smallest of fractions. With every word that is unspoken can heal those wounds of the broken. So express these words. So many people lost in this worldly place. The empowerment of words can guide them and put a smile upon their face. So many people being on their edge. The empowerment of words can help them be at their best. So many people struggling with emotions. The empowerment of words can guide them with devotions. So many people trying to give the devil their soul. The empowerment of words can put God in control. Every word left unspoken can heal the wounds of the broken. Love the empowerment of words. We are a blessing, we'd be the ones to tell you first that every word and every action can make a difference, even the smallest of fractions. With every word that is unspoken can heal those wounds of the broken. So express these words. So many people struggling with the abuse. The empowerment of words can make those bad things lose. So many people going without. The empowerment of words can teach them how. So many people need a motivation. The empowerment of words can fulfill them with a conversation. The empowerment of words you may not be able to see with your sight, yet always remember that your words can save a life. Every word left unspoken can heal the wounds of the broken. Love the empowerment of words. We are a blessing and we'd be the ones to tell you first that every word and every action can make a difference, even the smallest of fractions. With every word that is unspoken can heal those wounds of the broken. So express these words of empowerment. Peace, those pieces that we are missing this morning. And express these words. I do apologize if you was hearing the dog in the background. Anyway, going to sing my next songs first. And this song is called We May Not Have, But We Do Have. We may not have all of the riches, yet we have strength and perseverance. We may not have all of the digits and coins that we need, yet worthiness has more value to me. Through the detailed situations that puts pressure of decisions, through that we strengthen, so when God calls we listen. Through the difficulties we push through, you cannot wait all of your life to say that I'm proud of you. We may not have all of the riches, yet we have strength and perseverance. We may not have all of the digits and coins that we need, yet worthiness has more value to me. Do not give up and learn to embrace the talents and gifts given. Seek every enhancement of all decisions. We may not have all of yet we have strength and perseverance. We may not have all of the digits and coins that we need, yet worthiness has more value to me. Just understand what true value is in life. This next song, when I first created this song, I got very emotional. And I thought of my brothers. And I did not have parents. I was severely abused when I was a baby. And I was physically and sexually abused before I even knew the English language by the biologicals. And it was hard growing up without parents. My brothers stayed in a children's home, and I went to many places, and I also ended up on the missing flyers. I was found across the entire country, and there was a lot of severe traumatization that I had faced. Regardless, this song reminded me of my brothers, of how my brothers learned how to be a man in a way that I could be proud of them. And I did not get to spend a lot of time with my brothers because we separated. But I look at their life and I think, wow, they made it through that trauma. And they are doing absolutely incredible. And I'm very proud. And this song was originally made because of me thinking about how well my brothers have grown. So if my brothers are watching this right now, well, we are the brothers and sisters of life as well. Growing up the way I did through a children's home and academies, I had the perception of, regardless of race, gender, ideology, etc., religion, we could all unite as a family of the world. And that's the way I practically raised myself. And I think we are like brothers and sisters of the world. That's why I say fan family, because if you're subscribed to my channel, then we are family. But this is a very emotional and special song. This is my song called How to Tell a Boy to Be a Man. Something that my brothers and I really needed the education of growing up. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. To always have structure in life, and to have proper management in your mind. To prepare for the future ahead, and to always be open-minded. To teach sympathy, and to always be humbling, only towards the good things in life, and cast those bad things out of your time. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. Have strength of adaptation, and have self-control when life is changing. And even when you are in the struggle, always stay faithful. They'll put dollars as a price, yet always remember worthiness has true value in time. As when all else will fail, love will always prevail. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. To always have structure in life, and to have proper management in your mind. You must be strict on yourself, regardless of all things else. And even if you may not be appreciated or acknowledged, be honorable with purpose fulfilling. because we have purpose and potential, and we must have everything we say, think, and do to meet the credentials. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. Have strength of adaptation, and have self-control when life is changing. Have a foundation in your life, and have God in the heavens by your side, as there is no room for mistakes when the potential is more than it takes. How to tell a boy to be a man. When he's weak, tell him how to stand. To always have structure in life, and to have proper management in your mind. How to tell a boy, be a man. And I want to say that anyone who grew up without parents, or if they went through foster care or children's home, academies, I just want to say that I pray that you learn how to be a man and how to be a woman, because at times people stick in the past, and to create the better future, we must take the past as a lesson, but not something to hold on to, not something to dwell upon. We must move forward in the greatest of ways. And I pray for everyone that has went through life without parents, that you learn how to grow to be the best that you can be. For some people have difficulties making decisions, blaming their past. But we are in this present moment of chance, opportunity, and change. And I pray that you all understand the value of this present moment, because we can create the future with this present. This song was created from a girl that I used to know when I was little, a girl that had difficulties growing up. She did something that I prayed that she would not do. Her name was Taylor. And I tried to tell her to choose a better decision. But she chose not to listen to me and to continue those ways. And I made this song because of her, praying that this song could possibly help her to do better. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, you sadly say, heavens, this is all that I have. Those bad things keep you in less to try to make you vulnerable to do bad. Did it quench your thirst to do those bad things? A system of excuses, is that not quite strange? Then wait. The heavens is trying to help you see, as you say in your mind, those bad things are not me. You was vulnerable, and those bad things took advantage, and you did those bad things because they knew you could not manage. Wake up your mind, there is an evil system against, and yes, be aware of dark evil spirits. Then make a list of excuses, reading your mind and knowing all of your secrets. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, be aware of the evil system and know who you are and cast those bad things out very, very far. I know those times can be hard, but do not be vulnerable. You have to stand your ground and say these words out loud. Do not dishonor our true potential in life. In the name of God, the creator, the beginning of space-time, I cast all evil things away from our mind. to seek the potential in our life, to make the heavens proud and God as well. I am created with billions of sacred details, and the goodness of God will always prevail over all things big and small. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you do, say, and think to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, to every detail of my operation, I cast out all evil regardless of the situation. You will not see me vulnerable. There are no excuses, and may the good of all always be rewarded. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, may you have sympathy, order, management, and structure, and always remember that we can always evolve further, be foundational, and remember that some decisions can be irreversible. Decisions of thousands, what will you decide? In all of the networks of your life, you are what you say, think, and do to create your mind. In these decisions of all kinds, in these decisions of thousands, what will you decide? To create your mind and shape the reality of your love, to make this earth like the heaven. Now this next song I created because this is something a lot of people are lack in their decisions. It's called manners. A person does something sloppy, you say, "Where is your manners?" Well, that's something we'd say a lot in today's time, huh? That is what this song is all about. And now the lesson begins on how to be a lady and a gentleman. Have formal clothing and always keep everything clean. Have self-care, because how can you care for anything else if you do not care for yourself? Respect what makes it possible for you to live. Yes, that is your operation. When someone sneezes, achoo, make sure to say bless you. And when you ask, say please and thank you. Open the door for a lady, you gentlemen. And after you eat, make sure to tuck the chairs in. Never leave a mess, always show your best. Be polite and do not interrupt in a good conversation. And always keep your promises. Show manners, be respectful. Show sympathy and be thankful. Embrace your giving heart. And know that everyone has to have a start. Maintain posture and do not slouch. And do not talk when you have food in your mouth. Say please and thank you when asking questions. Be open-minded to learn good lessons. Have formal grammar and remember to always show manners. Very good. Now, I pray that everybody has manners. But in life, I had a lot of difficulties growing up, teaching myself manners and teaching myself how to dress properly. But I pray I can help people to learn. But I will say that life is like a puzzle that we piece together. And I had a few inspirations and motivations in life, mostly military. But also therapeutic kind of behaviors that I found very inspiring, such as Dinah Buzolik and Amy Talent. Those two empowering women had very good sympathetic and therapeutic behaviors. Now, they never did make music or anything like that, but they just had a behavior that I truly enjoyed. And they are a big part of my motivation, and there has been a very few amount of women that have been inspiring to me. But I know that we need more empowered women in this world. And I think in today's time we are seeing a lot of good change in that. But there is also some downfalls with some. So we pray that there will be good inspiration and motivation to come across people's lives. Sometimes people do not have enough of good inspirations in their life. But perhaps my channel can change that. But I myself needed motivation in times that I needed it the most. And at times people just need motivation. And if you would like to hear this next song, Inspiration and Motivation, make sure to look at my Sacred Reality Song Album Part 3 on the next episode. Praying for you, fan family. Stay healthy, and I pray that my music can help to inspire you and motivate you through difficult times and through any times. Stay healthy.